Welcome back to Future Bike Zone. When you think about reliable commuter motorcycles that have earned a place in the hearts of riders worldwide, the Honda CG150 is a name that instantly comes to mind. Over the decades, the CG series has built an almost legendary reputation for being simple, dependable, fuel-efficient, and easy to maintain. Now, for 2026, Honda has introduced the latest iteration of this iconic machine, the 2026 Honda CG150, and it's more refined, more comfortable, and more versatile than ever before, without losing the core DNA that made it a bestseller in so many markets. This new model is not just a small update, it's Honda's way of proving that practical bikes can be stylish, efficient, and enjoyable to ride. From the very first glance, the 2026 Honda CG150 shows that Honda has paid attention to detail in the design. The styling has evolved to give it a more modern and premium look. The fuel tank now has sharper lines, a slightly more sculpted shape for better knee grip, and subtle chrome accents that make the bike feel more upscale. The headlamp unit has been updated to a sleeker halogen or LED option depending on the market, with a more defined casing that gives it a confident face on the road. Honda has kept the bike's proportions compact and manageable, which means it remains just as easy to ride in tight city traffic as it has always been. The rear section is neatly integrated with a comfortable dual seat that has improved cushioning, making long daily rides much more pleasant. Even the tail light and indicators have been slightly redesigned for a fresher, contemporary look. The instrument cluster has also received attention in this update. While the CG150 still embraces simplicity, the 2026 model features a semi-digital console that combines the classic analog speedometer with a small LCD screen for additional information like fuel level, trip meter, and odometer. This strikes a perfect balance between the timeless feel of a commuter bike and the convenience of modern features. The switchgear is sturdy and easy to use, with tactile feedback that reminds you of Honda's focus on build quality. Underneath the classic commuter styling lies the heart of the CG150, a 149.2 cubic centimeters single-cylinder, air-cooled, four-stroke engine. For 2026, Honda has fine-tuned the fuel injection system to improve throttle response and efficiency. The engine now meets the latest Euro 5 and equivalent global emission norms, which means it's cleaner while still delivering the smooth, predictable power that riders love. It produces around 14 horsepower at 8,000 RPM and about 13 Nm of torque at 6,500 RPM, which may not sound like much on paper, but in the real world, it's more than enough for city commutes, occasional highway runs, and even carrying a passenger without feeling strained. The CG150's power delivery is linear, making it incredibly beginner-friendly, yet still satisfying for experienced riders who value reliability over raw performance. The transmission is a 5-speed manual gearbox that shifts with Honda's characteristic smoothness. The clutch action is light, reducing fatigue in stop-and-go traffic, and the gear ratios are well-spaced for both urban riding and cruising at moderate highway speeds. Top speed hovers around 110 to 115 km per hour depending on conditions, but this bike is happiest in the 60 to 90 km per hour range where it delivers excellent fuel economy and a stress-free ride. Speaking of fuel economy, the CG150 is known for sipping fuel rather than guzzling it, and the 2026 version is no exception. With Honda's PGM-FI fuel injection system and optimized combustion, riders can expect around 45 to 50 km/L in mixed riding conditions, making it one of the most economical options in its class. The chassis remains a traditional yet effective diamond-type steel frame that balances rigidity and comfort. The front suspension uses telescopic forks with slightly revised damping to handle rough city roads better, while the rear features dual shock absorbers that are adjustable for preload. This means you can fine-tune the ride whether you're riding solo or with a passenger. The suspension setup is tuned more for comfort than sportiness, but that's exactly what makes it perfect for daily commuting, where potholes and uneven surfaces are more common than racetrack corners. Braking duties are handled by a front disc and rear drum combination in most variants, though some markets may get a rear disc option. Honda's Combi brake system, CBS, is standard, which distributes braking force between the front and rear wheels for more controlled stops, especially for newer riders. The brakes are predictable and confidence-inspiring, giving you solid stopping power without being overly aggressive. One of the key strengths of the Honda CG150 has always been its durability, and the 2026 model continues this tradition. The engine is engineered to handle long service intervals, parts are widely available and affordable, and the simple mechanical layout makes it easy for mechanics to work on. This is a bike built to last years, even decades, with basic care, and that's why it's so popular in countries where reliability is valued above all else. Honda has also made small but meaningful improvements to rider comfort. The seat height is set at around 790 mm, making it accessible to a wide range of riders. The upright handlebar position ensures a natural, relaxed posture, and the mirrors provide a clear view with minimal vibration. The foot pegs are placed for comfort, making even longer commutes less tiring. Additionally, the exhaust note has been slightly refined. It's still quiet and commuter-friendly, but with a deeper tone that gives it a bit more character. In terms of technology, the 2026 CG150 keeps things simple but effective. There's no unnecessary complexity, just the features you need for everyday riding. The headlamp offers good illumination for night rides, the indicators are bright and visible, and the build quality across the bike reflects Honda's global standards. It's the kind of bike that you can park in the morning, come back in the evening, and it'll start instantly without fuss. One of the most attractive aspects of the 2026 Honda CG150 is its price. Depending on the market, it's expected to be priced around $1,500 to $1,800, or the local equivalent, making it an extremely affordable entry point into reliable motorcycling. When you consider the low running costs, excellent fuel efficiency, and strong resale value, the CG150 becomes a very smart long-term investment for anyone who needs a dependable daily rider. What really sets the CG150 apart is its timeless appeal. This isn't a motorcycle chasing trends or trying to be something it's not, it's an honest, hard-working machine built to get you from point A to point B with minimal hassle. But in 2026, Honda has shown that even a simple commuter can look stylish, ride comfortably, and offer just enough modern touches to keep things fresh. The CG150 isn't about adrenaline-pumping speed or cutting-edge tech, it's about trust, practicality, and the joy of a machine that just works every single day. For students, it's a perfect first bike. For daily commuters, it's a stress-free companion. For rural riders, it's a tough, go-anywhere workhorse. And for those who simply want a motorcycle that won't let them down, the 2026 Honda CG150 is one of the best choices on the market. It's proof that simplicity, when executed with quality and attention to detail, can be more satisfying than chasing the latest performance numbers. So, whether you're navigating the chaos of city traffic, cruising along open country roads, or simply enjoying a relaxed evening ride, the CG150 delivers exactly what it promises: reliability, efficiency, comfort, and value. Honda has once again refined a proven formula without overcomplicating it, and in doing so, they've ensured that the CG150 will remain a beloved name in motorcycling for years to come. The 2026 Honda CG150 isn't just another commuter bike, it's a reminder of why so many riders around the world fell in love with motorcycles in the first place. Simple, honest, and built to last, this is Honda at its best.